Hello, welcome back. Last time, things were kinda weird. The game threw a whole lot of stuff at me at once, and I had to fight for the ability to make any progress at all. Apparently that was worth 2% on its own. Cool. So, but I won the battle and found my way here to the one worm I could reach that is lit up, as opposed to all the others that are not. Okay, yeah, I can see the symbols a lot more clearly in the zoomed-in view here. So, don't know how to restore power yet, but I did find one powered worm, and this is where we are now. Okay, so, starting with, I don't know, this looks like a puzzle. Let's go here. Whoosh. What number is this? 7-1. Alright, 7-1? Okay, now hold on. Hold on. Hold on. 7. Let me take that as a cue that maybe there was a 3 that I could have found elsewhere that I did not find. Because that's skipping ahead a bit. I mean, I could do 7-1 if that's just the thing to do. But what if it's not? The most sensible thing to me would be that 3 is the red glowy one, because like that's obviously the place it wants me to go. So let's try again. There's one thing I didn't try, which was to, I mean, I tried, but I didn't find a way to get there with beige. So maybe I can actually reach it because... Okay, so let's see here. What am I in? Here's blue. I'm gonna push you as far as I can push you. Which is that. But then I can't travel. Right, that's what makes this tricky, because after pushing I have to still reach a connection port. Okay, so it'd be better to do... Okay, got some ideas. Are they good ones? Maybe. Right, and I can move into where my tail is. I'm so used to Snakebird rules that would disallow that. So having done this, you have 7 moves remaining. If I switch to blue, it takes several moves to get over here. Oh, hang on. Wait. I have an idea. You only have 2 moves remaining. There's no way that's going to get you there. Like, I'm thinking since you have different alignments of connections, maybe you can hook up to this worm up here. But yeah, this is kind of what I thought last time. The issue with that is that I can't reach it. Everything's too far away. And right, now I still need to connect back to get back into beige. So I'm trying to get into there. I've been there, though, and the power's off. Okay, so I haven't won the battle yet. I'm still stuck here. Great. Okay. I mean, I'm not. I could go to World 7, but that feels improper. So I've done this, right? Let's just redo it, just to be sure. Just to be sure. I saw what I thought I saw. I'm gonna go to World 7 if this is still nothing, as it was before. But let's try for different entrances here. Maybe the power is not off in this entire worm. Yeah, I'll give myself like max 10 minutes of messing with this before I just go do World 7. But maybe I can get something done. So that does not align. The inner one is inaccessible. I can't do anything with the head. Right? Like, I mean, it's over there somewhere, but I have no connections to it. And I can't just, like, magically fast... Wait a second. No, I press fast travel button and nothing happens. Aligning this other port doesn't help. That port does not align. I mean, I haven't tried this configuration, have I? Just in case which thing is connected to what makes a difference. Doesn't appear to. And, well, hang on. Except that, what if I fling the rocket thingy out through there, which is where exactly? I do have a rocket opened here. Where is it? Is it this? Yeah, it's that, and that doesn't connect, so I want to connect to the other... Hold on, have I lit up a thing that leads into the powered off zone? Okay, so I can just easily do it there, and yes, I've totally tried this. Let's try again, just to make sure I saw what I thought I saw. I go there, I fling a thing. Huh? Right, pressing the wrong button. It goes in here, the power is off, nothing happens. Okay, so that's the same as before. So despite the fact that I think this is probably World 3, is there a way I could tell? No, it doesn't tell me. There's two, like, floaty things here. And there's nothing I can do here, right? Oh. Oh, hello! I can roll sideways in the pots. There might be something I can do here. Oh, so I just... Somehow that input was never made in, like, every input I attempted to make here. Okay, maybe I can do something here. Okay. So, it was an undiscovered mechanic. I mean, it had to be. That was the only... Well, unless there was another worm on the map somewhere that would have just... Oh, so that's a battery. Got it. That's how I turn on the power. And now I can do things. Here we go. Little candy cane worms are around and they act as my legs. Is this World 3? Alright, that fit within my 10-minute budget. This is 3-3. You know what? This is fine. I'm at a spot. A good enough spot. Okay, so gotta get myself in there and only me will do. You're in the way and that is going to invalidate that and I can no longer move if that happens. Okay, so I need to make a bridge to that with these pieces that I have here. Sounds easy enough, right? Sort of. Well, see, now I'm stuck. What am I trying to do? I pushed that over so I can continue pushing it upward. Oh, and I need to mouth one of those things in order to do something. Kinda have an idea of what I want to do. Yeah, so the mechanic I learned a while back was that. I can roll things like that. I want to roll this thing here into a position around there so that it will act as a sufficient bridge for getting me to the top without having to interact with others. I don't know how this piece comes into the picture. Let's try working with just this one and maybe that will become clear. So from here I can roll that. Then can I just like push it up and roll it again similarly? There's not enough room. Hang on, why specifically does that fail? It's actually not clear to me. This one doesn't even attempt. No. And now I can't mouth it anymore. There are other places I might want to put things. This might be a way to just mouth this block from farther away or something. Okay, so if once I get this a little more inland, it'll be less awkward to push. But right now it's kind of unpleasant. Okay, there we go. Then I can just do some of this, and if I go... This still doesn't work. Will it attempt to go? Yes, it'll attempt, but it'll fail. Still don't actually know why specifically. Maybe it's because this is in the way? That's my guess. Now... Could I maybe... Hold on, so if I'm... There we go. I can mouth it there using my body. However, then I'm stuck. if I had configured myself like this, then I wouldn't be blocking it. So no, that's no good. And like getting deeper on there isn't gonna do me any good. So no. Okay. All right. Maybe I should start with 3, 1. No, I'm here. I'm doing this. Okay, so let me try and conceptualize the move that I want to make. Left and right are both fine. I wish I had a cursor here that I could point at, but I don't. Like, my mouse just doesn't show up at all. I want to point at things. So, the tall part of that, either part of that, really, I just wanted to encircle this or this, either one of these. Just gets into this hole with a roll. And then that's good enough. Then I can bridge everywhere I need to be. So either side. It's suspicious that there are 2 sides open here. I'm suspecting it's going to be the right side because of this right wall here. Okay, so let's start with mouthing that, rolling this way. And then what? So I can't really turn it around. If I get you out of the way now, then I'm just never going to have it far enough to the right is the issue. So it attempts to go, but then it stops. If it kept rolling all the way, 1, 2, 3. There, now it worked. But the problem is this is not all the way down in the pit. Yeah, okay, so it was colliding with this before was the issue. So it's not all the way down in the pit. So that little curve in it could maybe be used to go around this. And from there, maybe it could get where it's going. I can't, I'm having trouble judging it. And again, if I had a cursor to point at things and measure, it would help me a lot, but I don't, so no point in thinking about that. I won't be turning you around horizontally. Right, because the only way to do that gets me necessarily stuck, as far as I can tell. So there's no horizontal flipping, only vertical. So one thing that I wanted to try to do was to get it here in my mouth. Well, I guess here in my mouth. Then flip upward. However, there's no further flipping upward because of the angle of this. So that's no good. I don't suppose I could just make a good enough bridge with you. No, of course not. Okay, I don't get what's going on here. Let's try doing 3-1 and 3-2 first. And see if that helps anything. Are you the first one? No. Wait, 3-4? What's this? I don't know, something else. Okay, let's go left and see if the earlier ones are over here. So what number are you? 3-2, getting there, okay. So you probably must be 3-1. Okay, here we go. So, apparently this is where I'm supposed to start. Walk to the left, go to the far end of the room, and then that's the first puzzle. Okay, if you say so. Alright, so, I need to grow. Yeah, I need to grow by 3. And there are 3 foods here. And I'm going to have to do some fancy rolling in order to... Okay, so I can grow now. Or I could choose not to yet. Let's assume maybe I want to. Now, if I mouth you in this spot, then together we're not big enough to go across here. If I hadn't eaten, maybe that food could have blocked it so I could mouth it further to the... Oh, right, gotta push with my tail. See, thing is, no, this won't work. Because that still is the same overall spacing. It'll push to there, and then I still fall in this pit. And I can't use that food for anything other than eating. Okay, so I thought I had the idea, but it's forbidden from working. Therefore, I need to do something else. Wait a second. If I... No, how would I do that? So once I've eaten a thing, or put my mouth around it, I can't move it horizontally ever. I can only roll with it, as far as I currently know. So I can't, like, chomp down on this and back off and move it back. No pulling. That's the only wall there. If this is the only food I get... I mean, okay, I'll also try this obvious thing that obviously won't work. Obviously won't work. I might be sacrificing that later in order to make the gap. Or maybe, hold on, let's try the other obvious thing that obviously won't work. Not even close. But hold on. Isn't it better to do this? Maybe, but I still don't reach. Nor do I hear. So no. Is there a way to digest this and add it to my length? Like, these are the things I can do. I can eat the food. I can push the food off, which I guess I haven't tried yet, but it just pushes the food off, obviously. I can put my mouth a little bit around this here. I can have eaten the food first and then done that. None of those things gets me enough height for that. What if I'm curled differently? It doesn't help. What if I'm curled more differently? Then I can't roll. I don't think there's any form of curling that's going to get me there. Right? How could it? Because to roll, I need a smooth surface in the direction that I'm rolling. And if I have a smooth surface in the direction I'm rolling, it necessarily goes in the hole. So that's a no. I'm counting this right? I am 3. I need 3 more. There are 3 foods on the board. This can't help me fill the hole, so I have to do it myself. Whoa. This game got hard really, really fast. First 2 intro worlds, and then the gloves are completely off. Do I need to discover a new mechanic? Because what I'm doing right now all involves existing knowledge. Let's see. What if I eat the food in a very particular place which causes me to... Yeah, okay, here we go. Just gotta remember a previous mechanic, I think. How would I set that up, though? I might just be able to. Also, it doesn't help that I'm playing, like, so many games right now, and it's sometimes hard to keep track of which mechanics are for what game. You know how it is. So, having done... No, wait. No, I want to avoid eating that right now, but then I die. Okay, so how can I test this out? What I want to test is if the... No, it makes me grow from my tail. But if my tail's blocked, then I grow from the head, right? Okay, so you just go away. You go over here, but I can't get around you to try this. I can get around you here. but my tail's not blocked unless it's one more over, which then I can't get around. Okay, fine, so I can still try this by sacrificing you. Can I create that arrangement? Yes. But, like, it would have to be... No, you'd have to be one more over? And that is enough space. So I get myself here so that I don't fall. I go here so I can... Here we go. So when I make this move, my tail straightens and then my head is forced to move forward. So the question I have is, if the inert worm were in front of me right then, would my mouth go around it or would I push it? Problem is, that's not a useful thing to do because it still doesn't give me the space. So what I'm trying to do is roll myself up on that, and you know what? Now that I look at it, that wouldn't help me at all. I was trying to keep some part of my body here and then roll north, but I'm just trying to do the wrong thing entirely. I didn't think far enough ahead. Okay, you suppose I'm going to solve a single puzzle today? I did. I figured out how to turn on the power in World 3. I solved that puzzle. Okay. So, I need to get to those other two foods. I must eat them. Here's a grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces of empty in order to get from here to the close one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces of empty in order to get to the far one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait, hang on. Is it closer here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces of empty. It's the same distance from those two spots. Okay, but like, that one's way up there. This one is a long horizontal journey away. Let's try 3, 2. I am trapped inside a thing. There's no eating to do, I just need to escape. Okay, so this is interesting. No rolling can take place at all in any direction. Feels like I need to drop this. Oh yeah, okay, so there's a hole sized specifically for it. So what's the issue with just doing this? The issue is that there's a block in the way there, implying that rolling will need to take place. However, it can't. And then there's another worm around. Wait, it can, in this configuration. Which means what for me? So in this configuration I could roll, but only if... Only if... I can't get that to the position I want to get it to. Not quite sure what that long thing is for. So I need to roll this and then roll it back, because that's in the orientation already that I want. Like, this has to go in that water there. Why was I able to roll before? Because the path was clear. It's real hard to see, like, where a thing is going to go after I roll it. But I'm just going to have to deal with that. So nothing of worth is happening here, probably, unless I had a reason to want to move that thing around. What reason could that be? Oops. I can't go because it's there. If it just didn't exist, could I accomplish anything? And put this back the way it was already. Yeah, so no vertical rolling can happen. Therefore, I need to... Okay, so if this is going to happen, I need to do a ring toss around that thing from... somewhere like here? Hold on, but I can also... No, I can only rotate the one way. What do you want from me? Anything that blocks me in this direction and lets me get my mouth around that is going to block me from rolling, except for this little corner. That's what that little corner's for, seemingly. So somehow the corner has to catch on... Ah, yes. That has some potential. Corner has to catch on something that's, let's say, maybe over there. Okay. But that's configured. I'm in the wrong orientation. So I need to first have rolled and then move that over. Maybe? Okay, so catch the corner. Roll over. Move my containing box to nudge you where I want you. This is starting to feel like something. At least I have a task I can try. Then, mouth it right here. This looks good. There we go. Okay. Okay, I had enough ground to stand on. There we go. There we go. What is this? I solved a puzzle. You can't do that in this game. That's not allowed. Alright, but that was not 3-1. That was 3-2. So what's with this? Alright, I just haven't even conceptualized like where to start with this. So let's go back to basic principles. Like, the other one fell to basic principles, so this one will too. I need to be 6 long. I am 3. There are 3 foods here. I have to eat 3 foods. What could help me traverse to those foods? A bridge, but I can't make one of sufficient size here. Being longer, but I can't until I'm already there. It probably involves rolling. That's what would make sense to me. Let's see, I could set up something with this. So if I do that, all that really means is that and also from here it's a little weird to set up. There. Well, it just means as I grow forward, so nothing in particular happens with that. I wish I could set this up to see if what I want to do is put my mouth around it in open space. Thing is, how could that help me? Ah, I see how it could help me. Because I could roll it in my mouth to say, let's say it was in my mouth right now. I could drop it there by backing off. Then it would be a functioning bridge to the left one. Then I'd be long enough to reach the top one. Okay, I think I understand what I'm trying to do. I need to get it in my mouth here. So I need to eat the food in such a way that puts that in my mouth. That seems impossible. Let's figure out why it's not. There's the one wall. That is the only wall I get. That would appear to be the state I want to create. However, that means my mouth needs to be... Okay, now hang on. There might be something I can do here. My tail's got to be blocked. I can't block it with myself. Yeah, I kind of got the idea, but I see no way I could possibly pull it off. So now hang on. So just like this, I fall in the hole. Let's attempt some sort of proof of concept here. Yeah, I can't do what I want to do. Alright, well, let's do something else then. Even then, no. Like, whether I put the food in the pit or eat it, it's the same amount of length I gain relative to this. Somehow be blocked on the tail end. Have my mouth end facing toward that. And also kind of be in a different column. So, I mean, that pretty much means that this has to be the move that gets me there, right? Because that's what puts my mouth on the thing. So how do I block my tail from here? I don't think I do. It doesn't seem like I have any way to do that. So I'm probably trying to do something impossible. Therefore, let's go back to basics again. Maybe that's still not the right action. Also, let's count. So, if only I had a cursor, everything would be better. But I don't. Can I, like, go to windowed mode to see? I don't get one in the menu. I can't point. I want to point, but I can't. It is not permitted. Alt-Enter doesn't change to windowed mode. Can I do it here? Is there a cursor there? There's a cursor there. Okay, so just deal with this for a moment. So, this thing. Alright, so at this point, after eating that food, I would be forlong. My head would be here. Body, body, tail. Roll, 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 roll. That's as far as I can go. Tail, body, body, head. So thing is here and here. And that is plenty of space for unmouthing it, letting it fall, going over here, eating this, then I'm 5 long from there, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the correct amount of distance across, and everything works. Okay, so that's what I want. All right, this is what I'm going to have to go through every time I want to point with the cursor. Fine. So, how do I put that in my mouth other than having it either against this wall or with the food sandwiched in between? Because those are the two ways that I currently know. I don't even know. I don't have the ability to test whether doing the thing I was trying to do... Wait, what if I eat the food here? Ah, okay, that did it. It was simpler than the other thing. Okay, there we go. Got away with the crime of solving another puzzle. Somehow. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Okay, so... Get ready for a grueling long LP where I gotta just, like, fight to make the tiniest little bit of progress. Let's check something. I'm curious. Suppose I had pressed this button, what would I have seen? An explicit demonstration of this. Okay. Got it. What would it have looked like in that other puzzle that I did? These might be fun to look at for like every puzzle that I do afterwards. So I'm fairly constrained. Yeah, okay, so that just makes me do this in a much simpler environment. Okay. Sure. Got it. Alright, well, I accept as part of the gameplay that I need to figure that out from the more complicated arrangements. That's fine. Alright, see you next time to go back this way and tackle those first two puzzles that I unlocked.